How do you guys feel about Sagat so far? It's been a few days. We're already grinding through Master Rank, and I'm having a blast playing him, man. I haven't heard too much dooming yet, like we usually get when a new character comes out, but I am seeing a lot of boomers saying they gutted his tiger shots. He's not Sagat anymore, man. I'm a boomer as well, though, and I think they did a great job with him. I love his new design. He's no longer like just a super tall Shoto character anymore. He feels like his own complete character. They've distinguished him. His fighting style, he's more like Muay Thai than ever, and just the whole hitting your ankles and using his kicks and using his buns a lot more is great. Yeah, man, Sagat, he's had a pretty rough history when you think about it. There are some games where Sagat was just crazy. CVS 2, and then of course Vanilla Street Fighter 4, Sagat was absolutely cracked. But after Vanilla Street Fighter 4, he's had this really long history of being super nerfed, and he's never come back from that point, ever. It's been, I'd say, like 16 years of Sagat just being just whatever. That's a long time, man. He never came back in Street Fighter 4, and then in Street Fighter 5, he came out just very plain. There was some cool things like with his Kara Tiger uppercut, and you had to use it in his combos, but you never felt he was rewarded for it. It was just to do his B&Bs. And then he had the whole Tiger Scar stock system. I'm so happy they didn't give him that in Street Fighter 6. There's nothing locked away with him. He's at full power. He's been training this whole time. And despite him having, Kara Tiger shots and Kara Tiger uppercuts and all of his moves in Street Fighter 5, he was still considered weak for the entirety of Street Fighter 5. Man, when he first came out, he had so many problems. Now, fast forward to Street Fighter 6, like I said, they changed a lot with him. This is definitely a different type of Sagat, and I'm all for it for the changes they did. Right away, there's some things with Sagat, like when we saw the footage, I figured he was going to be like really, really slow, kind of bruiser type character. There are some things with Sagat, man, like he has no business having a drive rush this fast. Like, what is this? His drive rush is faster than Ryu's, and then his crouching heavy punch, this is like a notorious button he had in CVS2, and they made it special cancelable. Like, what? You could drive rush out of this, So I was just like, wow, man. And then his standing medium punch, holy smokes, his standing medium punch is +2 on block, and it's 6 frames, man. Same speed as Ryu's medium punch. You can't cancel it, but being +2, Ryu's is -1. So there's a lot of things where I'm like, wow, Capcom wasn't holding back on him. One really cool thing, like I was mentioning before, is that he feels like he's actually not just a Shoto. He actually is using like the Muay Thai fighting style, where they made it so that, he's hitting your toes. He's making you want to block low, and then when you block low, then you start releasing the tiger knees, and then you have plus frames, a lot of pressure. It's scary, and he's got a lot of combos that will hit you when you're standing that would whiff before. He's got a really cool design, and I can see what Capcom was trying to do with his buttons, and he's just such a beast because his buttons are some of the longest range buttons in the game, and they all have really good knockdown confirms. Really good ones. Sagat was always a character before that felt like he just spams specials, like just spamming tiger shot, low high tiger shot, and then the opponent jumps at you, right, and then you uppercut him. That was pretty much the character. He didn't use his buttons too much, maybe just like a sweep for trip guard or something, but or CVS2, you run at them and you go crouching fierce all day. I really like in Street Fighter 6 for Sagat, you feel like you're using your specials as much as you're using his buttons. All of his buttons have specific uses, and all of his specials have specific uses as well. So his tiger shots, for example, now it's one move. He doesn't have a low tiger shot, high tiger shot as separate special moves. It's a hybrid together. So they're all very specific on how you can use them. The low tiger shot is fast, the medium is slow, and the heavy is fast, but the opponent can crouch underneath them. His OD high tiger shot does 3 hits. You can combos level 1 after it. It beats other OD fireballs, making him like have scary options against other zoners. And he's got his low OD tiger shot that's like really fast too. And then his tiger knees, man. He's got so many, all of his moves have such cool specific uses now. He doesn't feel like he's just a straight up zoner like he was before. He plays more like a brawler. You're bullying with your buttons, and then you also have the utility of zoning whether you're using against other zoners or you need to finish somebody off or keep them out. It's really sick. In terms of the character's strength right now, we're trying to figure out what his huge weaknesses are and what his strengths and what he brings to Street Fighter 6. Let me go over his strengths first because they're like really obvious. The first thing is like, man, the Tiger Knees is really crazy. If the opponent is crouching, no matter what, even a point blank, Tiger Knee like this leaves you plus. On the medium and light though, it's when he's falling down. Like when he's moving down, he's plus. But no matter what your spacing is, as long as he hits you falling down or at the tip, he's plus frames. And then the heavy Tiger Knee, he's plus up close. And that's really crazy. And even if they're standing, as long as you space it, you're still plus. Now it's extra rewarding if you catch the opponent crouching with Sagat. When you combine that with his step kick, it's really scary. He also has the overhead as well. There's like really cool tools now that Sagat has that will punish the opponent if they are afraid of Tiger Knee. Like for example, if they're standing blocking and all, you could do his forward heavy kick, and his forward heavy kick is +4 on block, but it whiffs on crouchers. So once you condition them with Tiger Knee and they start stand blocking, then you can throw the forward heavy kick, and then you have +4 in front of their face. And then as for the Tiger shots, his medium Tiger shot is +3 on block, even point blank. So he's got some cool frame traps that he can do with this. His OD Tiger shot, like I mentioned before how powerful it was, it's really slow. It's 21 frame startup. You can't just throw this out when you're in the middle of a fireball war, because of the slow start, you'll get tagged by someone else's fireball. So you have to like kind of anticipate it, but the reward is so high that you can get a level 1 anywhere on the screen, or you can combo it into itself as well, even full screen away. There we go, like that. And then level 1. I gotta show it one more time. There we go. Oh, I did the micro walk there. I could have did another shot there. Damn, I just saw that with the drive meter. And then he has this Tiger Nexus as well, Tiger Jinrai kick. It obviously isn't as strong as we thought it would be, but there's some uses with that too, and it suits the Muay Thai style as well. And he uses it a lot for combos, like you see it all the time, where he's using it for combo extensions. Thank goodness it's not strong. Yeah, I ran into a Ken in a mirror match and we had like a Jinrai battle. It was sick. Sagat's uppercuts too, they all have big variations in speed. And even though Sagat doesn't have his Kara Tiger uppercut in this, well, first off, you know, you have your dry rush, so that's basically Kara Tiger uppercut. But his heavy uppercut goes so far in this, he can hit you full screen away with his heavy Tiger uppercut. It's slow, it's 18 frames, but there's definitely situations where the opponent is in fear of jumping anywhere on the screen, so he can still like do some old school zoning. And then on top of that, the charge heavy uppercut. You don't get any combos after it, unfortunately. I mean, that would be sick if he could like dry rush or something. And maybe that'd be a little too much. Another thing too that players are just discovering is that on punish counters, so let's say you block like a super or something, this does a massive amount of drive chip. It'll drain 1.5 bars on somebody. So if you have like CA, it could be like a complete checkmate scenario. So like, let's say the opponent does a reversal here. Bam, see how the punish counter, look, because they're spending 2 bars for the reversal and they get hit by the punish counter. And then you do a CA, you're pretty much checkmating them for 1 punish. Boom, look, that's from full dry mirror, full 6. And then you get the meaty heavy punch right after. And then the buttons too, man, like I said, lights go so far too. 5, 4 frames. They're really nice. All of his lights are cancelable. So he has his crouching medium kick. This isn't cancelable, but look how far it goes, man. It's -2. Elena's is -4. And they're both the same speed. 9 frames and so is Elena's. But since it's -2, that means when Sagat does drive rush into it, he's +2. And he's in throw range. When he lands this thing, he's +8. So he gets some good combos from this too, when he drive rushes into it. And then on top of that, if you drive rush cancel into it, it's a true block string. If Chun-Li does reversal here, so I go like this, into this, she can't mash. And then so you have the benefit of hitting low. It's a true block string. If they block it, I'm in throw range. And if they get hit, I get a really nasty combo. It's very, very unique to Sagat. And then these 2 target combos. This one is hit confirmable. It's like 19 frames. And then this one is a harder. It's like 16 frames. But you get a knockdown from this. You get like meaty, heavy knee setups. He's got a lot of cool meaty setups. There's a lot of discovery with Sagat. His combos, I'm actually having a hard time remembering all them because he has a lot of different variations that he can do. He has throw loops, by the way. He has to dry rush to do them. He has them. It's easy to time too. It's not hard. It's an easy throw loop. And if the opponent does wake up reversal, you can dry rush and block it. And then if they block it, then, you know, they're dead. For weaknesses with the character, we were trying to figure out, like, hey, what are his biggest weaknesses? What would hold him back? Well, first off, some pro players are saying that Sagat is bald. That's one of his cons. That's one of his weaknesses. Obviously, he doesn't have a cancelable crouching medium kick, but I would argue that the crouching medium kick is good in its own ways. I think the biggest weakness of Sagat is probably his low tiger shot, because normally with Sagat, obviously he had 3 different strengths of low tiger shot. It's really important that Sagat has a slow low tiger shot and a fast one. And obviously Capcom had to choose one or the other, so they chose the fast tiger shot. So that means that Sagat has a good option when the opponents are close to him because he does the low. But as a zoning tool, it's really dangerous for him to use in this game. So an old school thing with Sagat, like if he's in God spot where he's like standing around here and he's just chucking low tiger shots, if the opponent tries to jump on him while he's doing this, he would normally be able to uppercut it every single time. Now I know Chun-Li's got a floaty jump, but actually that might be good for this example. So when I do 2 lows, you see Chun-Li, she's able to jump in and hit me before the second low tiger shot comes out. And that's because the low tiger shot, it's out for 50 frames. Like that is very, very long. When you do a low tiger shot, it's really dangerous to throw like another fireball. So that's definitely going to affect Sagat's zoning. Now you can still use his medium. His medium tiger shot is the slow one. And then when you throw that one, then yes, you'll be able to uppercut. See, I'll go medium into low. I'll be able to uppercut from this. But since it's a high tiger shot, if I throw it and the opponent crouches, I can't throw another tiger shot until it's off the screen, and that stops him from doing, like, you know, the tiger shot spam. That's why a lot of old school Sagat players are complaining about right now. You also have to look at the new strengths that they gave him too. They don't want you to just throw the low tiger shots like before. For one, it blows up armor. Let's take Zangief for example. So Zangief, he's got a few armor moves, right? If I do a high tiger shot, he absorbs, and if I do a big button, he absorbs and beats me, right? So to beat this, you have to hit him low. So you sweep him, or you hit him with a crouching medium kick, and that'll blow it up. The armor can absorb low. But it's not specifically attacks that hit low, it's low portion. So if I do a low tiger shot here like this, you see, it blows that up. That's really, really strong. That means Sagat can chuck fireballs at Geef and not have to worry about that armor move. That's really good. Same works for Marisa as well. Same idea. Marisa has armor on the upper portion. If I do heavy punch, she absorbs. If I hit her low, gets hit. And if I do low tiger shot, it hits her, see? So that is an added strength. And then on top of that, another benefit he gets is slides. Against a lot of slide attacks like Kimberly's, like this. This is really annoying against fireballs, right? But it hits it. It hits it. Like, because it's a low tiger shot. You'll see they did a bunch of quote-unquote bug fixes, and they did this really unique thing where they made it so these low-profile moves lose specifically to Sagat's low tiger shot. Blanca slide, like, you name it. Anything that, like, this low tiger shot doesn't, like, go over anything. It'll hit everything. Chun-Li's medium punch. See, it hits her. From a close range perspective, like doing your low tiger shots here at this range, the fireball is very strong. Where it's weaker now than previous games is mid-range, it's weaker. And when you're spamming. When you're spamming, it's weaker. You can't trap with it anymore. You gotta mix in those mediums and heavies now. I don't think Sagat's an easy character. That's another thing I forgot to talk about. On the character selection screen, it says he's easy, but he's not, bro. On Bison, it says he's hard. They need to swap that. You gotta be on point with this character. When the character jumps in on you, you gotta know exactly which enter to do. Like, and a lot of people are gonna want to jump on Sagat because he controls so much space. You know, Street Fighter, one thing that I really like about Street Fighter that a lot of people might not like, every Street Fighter is really different, man. The system mechanics change, and because of the system mechanics, it changes the characters quite a bit. You know, Ryu's different a lot of games, and Ken's different a lot of games. Chun-Li is different, you know, Vega's different. Sometimes he's a stance character, sometimes he's not, you know. Street Fighter 5 Sagat, he didn't really feel like he was that much different. His V-triggers were really plain. He had Tiger Scar again. He was restricted to a stock system, you know. But now in Street Fighter 6, he really does feel different. I like that. And if you're a boomer Sagat player, like I said, I feel you. That you want to just, you know, do low tiger shots all day. But I think Sagat meshes well with this game. This is a way cooler Sagat in my opinion. I don't really care if he's strong or weak, but I don't think he's weak anyways.